a scholar, judge, advocate.
I want to tell you why I feel this agreement is very important for the Aboriginal peoples of Canada.
Now at the center of controversy, Mary Ellen Turpel-Lafond's own Indigenous background up for debate after a CBC investigation. Turpel-Lafond says she is a treaty Indian, that her father was Cree, but historical records indicate her father was born to a white European couple.
It's everything from hurt and feeling, betrayed to questioning.
Métis lawyer and advocate Jean Théier has written on Indigenous identity, spoken at conferences, and had been hired by institutions to delve into others' backgrounds.
They are taking the space up that was meant for Indigenous people. Could they have done this excellent work without taking on red face? Absolutely.
Turpel-Lafond has been accepted as a member of Muskeg Lake Cree Nation, her husband's First Nation in Saskatchewan, for almost 30 years. But Théier says membership is different from being biologically Indigenous.
You don't necessarily have to have Indigenous ancestry if the rules of the nation will accept you without that, okay? So let's put that aside. You can be a member. That doesn't mean you're Indigenous, though. It just means you're a member of that First Nation. You could be a white woman who marries an Indigenous man.
Those who stand behind Turpel-Lafond are standing strong. The Federation of Sovereign Indigenous Nations, the Saskatoon Tribal Council, the Union of BC Indian Chiefs. Many say it's not for the media, government, or anyone other than Indigenous people to determine who belongs.
We have the highest regard for Mary Ellen Turpel-Lafond. She's an amazing, brilliant woman who has accomplished an enormous amount in regard to her own personal journey. But more importantly, she has made absolutely stunning contributions to the advancement of all Indigenous peoples in this country, children and families, missing and murdered Indigenous women, youth issues, and so on and so forth. And we value her based on her work and her results, and we'll continue the relationship.
Some universities are working on or already have policies to avoid any doubt. The University of British Columbia, which employed Turpel-Lafond, says it relies on self-declaration. Some say while there are nuances for people who are not status, the way forward is verifying identity.
Can't open a bank account without an ID. You can't do anything. You can't get employed without showing the university your ID. They want my social insurance number. I mean, why not? Does Indigenous governance not matter? Does it not count?
Turpel-Lafond declined an interview. She says CBC's questions about her ancestry are offensive and an invasion of her privacy. Sam Sampson, CBC News, Regina.